It's been 20 years in my work life, and I wish I knew these 5 money tips right at the beginning so that I could have built a much healthier portfolio by now. Welcome back to Finprovise by Rupanjali, and today I'm going to talk to you about the 5 money tips I wish I knew when I was in my 20s. When I started working in the year 2004, 20 years ago, I did know that I had to save a part of it before I go ahead and spend it. But today's kids love to buy that first iPhone, go ahead and spend a lot of money in a fancy restaurant. I'm not saying don't do it, even I did. At that time, spending about 180 rupees on a cup of coffee was extravagant, and I did that. I am guilty of it, but I don't regret it because I really wanted to do it. So I am not telling you not to spend. All I'm telling you to is first take out the money, not save, but invest, and then spend the rest. So tip number 1 that I would like to give my 20-year-old self is first invest and then spend. Because if you invest even 2,000 rupees today, the power of compounding is going to take it a long way, help your wealth to accumulate over time. And that 2,000 rupees was a very easy thing even for me to start saving in the year 2004. So today, I would not save 2,000 rupees, but save that 10,000 rupees. But start investing that money right from the beginning. Life is uncertain and you do not want to depend on your parents for any emergency, right? So start creating your emergency fund right from the beginning. This is my tip number 2 to my 20-year-old self, so that you know exactly where you can dip in case of any emergency. A relocation, a change of job, a change of city, country. It could be numerous occasions wherein you might have to dip into your emergency corpus, but provided you have that corpus. Credit cards are very tempting, and as a 20-year-old, even I did some random spends on my credit cards, and the bill was very high when I actually had to pay it off. So lesson number 3 that I would tell my 20-year-old self is do not overspend your credit card limit and always pay it on time. Do not revolve the balance. It is a very high paying debt. If needed, take loan and pay it off. That's still a lesser amount than the revolving percentage on your credit card outstanding. Point number 4 is start your investing journey early. If you can spend that 500 bucks at a coffee shop, I'm sure you can afford to do an SIP of 5,000 rupees. If you start early, it is easier because you will make the mistakes earlier on in life, so that later when you actually need to accumulate your wealth for your financial goal, you already have a corpus ready and you will already have the basic acumen and the knowledge about the same. So A, start your financial journey and your investment journey early, and B, learn about it. Know the taxation, know what are the products, what are the investment avenues, how can I make my money grow. If I am working for 10 to 12 hours or 14 hours a day earning that money, I should spend at least half an hour a day to be able to know how to manage that money. If you can spend that 15 minutes to half an hour every day of your life, starting today, trust me, you will be in a much better shape than all your peers. And the 5th important tip is know your asset allocation. Because most of us in our 20s have zero idea about equity, debt, or fixed deposits, which is what asset allocation. Should I buy real estate? Should I buy gold? I have no idea. I definitely had no idea. And I'm sure most of you in your 20s are vaguely aware of the same or not aware of the same. Understand your asset allocation, your risk profile. Only then you will be able to create a solid plan. Obviously, it has to be monitored and reviewed from time to time because your aspirations change, your financial goals will change, the products might change, the return expectation might change. But at least you are aware of what you are doing. You're not just jumping the gun because your neighbor or your friend or your BFF has suggested. Go ahead and understand your own requirements and invest accordingly. If you can manage to do these 5 things while you are still in your 20s, trust me, your 40-year-old is going to be extremely grateful. But if you have already missed the bus and not in your 20s anymore, it doesn't matter. Even in your 30s, 40s, 50s, most of these points are relevant. Why am I saying 20s is because you have the age at hand, you have the years to compound your wealth. So the earlier you take these decisions, the earlier you understand the importance, the earlier you will be able to start creating your wealth portfolio and make a large one, make it grow, make your money work. And by the way, congratulations for thinking about investments from your 20s or your first job. I had not done that so concretely in my 20s, but in my 40s, I definitely wish I knew these 5 things. So do go ahead and like this video and share it with all your first jobber friends so all of you can have a great, wealthy financial future ahead. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Till then, take care, be good, bye-bye.